Hello. I'm gonna play a little instrumental for you guys. Start it off. Hit the like button. Get some. I want more subscribers, bro. Everybody don't want. Everybody's not subbing to my channel. You're not getting the thing. So. What's up with that? No one wants to subscribe to my channel, I guess. I guess I'm not so exciting, I guess. But today, hello, it's January 16th, 2022. I want to say hello to everybody. I hope everybody's blessed today. Today's Sunday. I don't think anyone would care, but actually Tuesday will be my birthday. I will be 45 years old, so happy birthday to myself. But today's topic, if I can, or maybe my opinion about this topic, is are we teaching our children how to be husbands and wives today? And the reason why I ask this question is because look at what society's came to today. Look at what's going on in society. Dating apps, all this, people are having sex, crazy. I've had sex with many women, people, all these other people have had sex, and you could just go on the dating line, go to the club, da 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 da. It's like whatever happened to just finding a good woman without, any drama, any kids, any other kids from other people because people got to understand when you bring other children involved in the relationship when you're in a relationship and you with a woman and they have a child from a previous relationship and say you get together with them. Does it happen all the time that men and women marry and date, children, men and women with children? Of course, it happens all the time. I have a child to myself. Person with she doesn't have a child. But, the fact is, are we teaching our children? The question I'm guilty of it too, so I'm not trying to sound hypocritical because I'm not teaching my son how to be a good husband to one day to a woman. Because unfortunately, my example, there's been times where me and his mom has been arguing, fighting, debating, in front of him. And, we're not setting good examples as parents if we're doing that in front of our kids. And I'm not the only one guilty of it. And and we all should be ashamed of it. So first and foremost. But are we teaching our children how to be husbands and wives? That's the question. Because I remember back in the day when women were women and, men had their roles where they took care of the house and the women were home taking care of the kids. And am I saying that there are some women that aren't taking care of the kids? Of course, there still are to a certain extent. But now we're in a pace where everything is high, meaning rent, mortgages, cars, everything is so high. So rent is so one paycheck is not even good enough anymore. Not unless that guy's he has his own company or he just has a great job where he's making, 100 grand plus, a year, and he's taking care of, his family and stuff. But even then, depending on how many kids you have, depending on how your lifestyle is, that's still going to be hard anyway, because taking care of, let's say, 2 or 3 kids, plus having a mortgage, plus having a car, plus taking care of your wife and giving her money to take care of the things and the bills, that's not easy. So like I tell people all the time, I don't think we're raising our children to be wives and husbands, because the bottom line is, in this life, it's about relationships. Okay, it's all about how you deal with people and about relationships. So relationships are important. Everybody understands this, not just in business relationships. You know what I mean? Because business relationships are important too, because obviously you have a job, you need to do certain things, you need to make money, and so forth. I get all that. That's important just as well because you need a lifestyle. But my question is again, are we raising our children to be husbands and wives? Because the bottom line is men and women are supposed to be together. They're supposed to be married and then have the kids. Unfortunately, myself, never been married, had a child out of wedlock, not, you know what I mean, not in a situation to really help him as much as I should have, because the fact is, when you're always arguing and debating and not having a plan, and you're arguing with that person that you had a child with, um, there's a problem. And there's also a problem that men are not marrying women that are giving them the highest honor of having a child. So my question is, if and the women shouldn't be having these children if you're not going to get married to these guys first and foremost, because again, you shouldn't be giving a man the highest honor, of having a child, but you're not marrying that person, or you're living over here, she's living over there. No, that's not how it's supposed to be. But unfortunately, it's so backwards today. And that's what worries me about society. It's what worries me about, what's going to happen to my son as he gets older. You know what I mean? Um, Not just him, but others just as well. Other children, I'm sure that, us parents have to worry about just as well. So that's my main concern when it comes to us, because I see so many people today, baby daddies. I'm a baby dad, baby mamas, you know what I mean? Oh, never wives. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's our fault as human beings because again, we're not thinking. See, when like my brother and other people were telling me, hey, make your money, take care of your shit, don't worry about certain things. The girls, the cars, is get your money, save, save, save. Because see, here's the thing: if I listened and thought about, let me just think about saving my money, thinking about just put, let's say, okay, I have, let's say, 60,000 put away, let's just say hypothetically. Now all of a sudden I get in my own place, get a car, get the car paid for, get an apartment, pay for it, get furniture and all that other stuff, and if I have any extra, pay more money on the rent so I can extend it, so me extending there a little bit longer. So that's the game plan, and then find a woman, and hopefully with no kids, and then see if you guys can have a good relationship and see if it goes from there. And then if you guys go in a good direction, then you guys get married. And then if you get married, then you have the child. And you know what I mean? You live a little bit, before you do all that stuff. So unfortunately, I don't think we're teaching, society's not teaching a lot. They're teaching us backwards. And a lot of us are backwards, like myself. See, I had parents that were married. I have parents that are still married. God bless them. But, you know, but they were married before they had my brother and me. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it's supposed to be. But unfortunately, different times, and people say, oh, it's different times, different generation. What does that have to do with anything? It doesn't have to do nothing to do with nothing. People still have a mind. We still got to use this. We still got to think. We still got to go in the right direction. So that's our fault when we're not using our minds correctly. So that's my fault that I didn't save up no money. That's my fault that I had a child out of wedlock. That was my fault that I didn't plan. So this is why I tell people all the time, we got to think. And that's why I try to school some young people, at my job, where I work at the gas station. And I say to them, I see regulars, and I say, hey, so, how old are you? Are you 20? You're 19? Okay, cool. Make your money. Save, 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 save. Save to your whatever amount of money that you could save up to, as much as you can. If you have to live at home, you help your mom, dad, whatever, but make sure your money's stacked up. So that way, and if you can go out and have fun, and if you have a girlfriend, that's fine. But make sure your money's saved up. You don't tell nobody how much money you got. You keep that to yourself. You don't even tell the girl you're dating who you're with, how much money you got. You don't do none of that. You just keep your mouth shut, stack your money, work hard, whether you're working one job or two jobs or whatever, doesn't matter. So I tell people all the time, we have to guide our children so they could be husbands and wives and good people in society. Because again, we know what happens in broken homes. We've heard those many stories. We've heard about many stories. And there's been people that came from broken homes that came out of that society, out of that successful. Okay. And that's good too. But again, we don't want to keep putting our children in broken homes. That's the whole point of this whole conversation. Broken homes, having ignorance and anger and frustration and wondering where you're going to get your next meal and all that other stuff. No, that's not cool. So, like I said, we have to work hard in this life and have a plan. And I realize now at 45, maybe 20 years now, God willing, if retirement age. But see, here's the thing. I got to stack my money and make money now and try to figure out how I can fucking retire, because by the time, if I even live to be 65 and I can't work, am I going to be able to have $2.4 million liquid cash to live until I'm dead and pay my rent and have food? Or am I going to be eating cat food or dog food? You know what I'm saying? Or am I going to be on the street homeless? You know what I'm saying? Looking like shit. So, like I tell people all the time, we always have to have a plan. That's why I tell men all the time, make your money first. Make your money first. Like my brother and other people in the streets used to tell me, make your money first. Did I listen? No. That's why I'm in the predicament I'm in right now. So I hope people, if anyone even watches this video, learns from this video, pays attention. I hope your parents are telling you this. I hope your brother, your auntie, your grandma, whoever is telling you, I want you to be a good husband to a woman one day. Young lady, I want you to be a good wife to your husband. I wanted to be, where you guys can have money put aside, make some money, have an easy life. Life's all about choices. Life is all about choices. And if we choose the wrong people, if we choose the wrong path, if we go want to be in the streets and hang out with all bum ass motherfucking people, you know what I mean? Or hang out with this one or that, or the drug dealer or this or the pimp or whatever the case is, if that's still around, whatever. The fact is, we got to get our shit right. And a lot of us are learning slowly, some of us, that you cannot keep bullshitting with your life, because you keep bullshitting with your life, you're fucked. You know what I mean? And I don't think we're hitting it. I don't think some of us are listening. That the fact that we need to teach these kids how to be good husbands and wives and have good communication and have a plan. That's the bottom line. And if people don't understand that, then I don't know what else to tell you. You know what I'm saying? See, I don't think school is teaching you all this stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's not. It's teaching you about science, math, and all this history and stuff like that. It's not teaching you how to survive. So, and us as parents have to teach our kids. And it's like, I wish I could teach my son more, but I don't have him that often. So it's hard for me to try to get him when I'm always working, and me and his mom I don't see him as much. Not because I don't want to, because I love my child. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what the situation I put him in, with arguing with his mom. So at the end of the day, we have to think. We have to pay attention, and we have to do the right thing, because if we don't, you know what's going to happen. It's going to be failure all the time. So I hope anybody that watches this video, please watch this video, give a thumbs up, give a likes, spread the message, you know what I mean? Because again, at the end of the day, we all got to be, ready, because one day we're going to be old and gray, and we're going to be an elder. And I hope and pray to God that we're going to be able to take care of ourselves, down the road, because you can't rely on our children to rely on us. I mean, you can't rely on your children to do for you that you should be doing for you, bottom line. So feel free, everybody, to check out my YouTube channel. Type in my name if you want to find me. Russell Mills, RUSSELL May 22nd, 2017. My first video was called Why Black People Settle for Less. So feel free to check it out. I want my subs up, guys. You know what I mean? I want the likes up. I want the subs up. I feel like I'm spreading the message. You know what I mean? You don't have to agree with everything that I say. That's fine. I don't expect everybody to agree with me, but feel free to just check out my YouTube videos, give it a chance, spread the message. You're not going to agree with everything. You're going to say certain things. Oh, he's wrong. Is this, hello. Hello, Gems. From Kwame Brown live stream. Hello, how you doing today, my dear? So, like I said, thank you for making a comment. But like I tell people all the time, let's just take care of ourselves. Let's, be able to be smart, take care of our business, help our families out, you know what I'm saying? Plan for the future and make sure that everybody's safe. So everybody take care. God bless. Have a good Sunday. Have a good week. You know what I'm saying? Everybody stay safe. All right. Take care. Bye.